Welcome to F&G Whiskey. Today we talk about the always controversial Blantons. Hello guys, today we're going to talk about Blantons, single barrel offering from Buffalo Trace. I mean, it really needs no introduction. Everybody is searching for this bottle, or most of the people that are referenced as taters are searching for this bottle. This is the bottle that got me into bourbon. I can't remember where exactly I heard of it, but just like everybody else, the look of the bottle, the nostalgia of getting a bottle was something that got me into bourbon, and was able to find it pretty quickly, which is very rare. Usually you're paid way over retail, and I got very lucky. One of the stores that I'd frequented, it was a big retailer, ended up getting a barrel, and so I was able to get one and was really excited to try it. And as an introductory bourbon, I'm not gonna lie, this thing's a hitter. I mean, when you're just getting into bourbon, it's got very unique notes. Buffalo Trace has very unique notes. So I was very happy with it, was all about it. And it wasn't until I got further into my journey of bourbon that I realized that, I do like the higher proof stuff. And that's, kind of what the big kicker is right now. You'll see a lot of people will be like, well, I want Blantons. And then somebody will say, oh, it's a low proofer, it's not very good. So, I'm into high proof stuff now. So let's go ahead and review this. As we do on F&G, I'm gonna find a review here and see if we line up with what they're finding. Again, these are single barrels. They're gonna vary a little bit, but it's funny. I've been thinking about this a lot. Some people will say this barrel was a hitter and this barrel wasn't. Well, was this barrel a hitter to your taste buds and not a hitter to somebody else's taste buds or palate, or however you want to say it? That's the thing that I've been kind of going back and forth at recently. Like, I have a Henry McKenna that I absolutely loved. And then I thought to myself, well, is it a Henry McKenna that wouldn't be great to somebody else? I don't know. So something interesting. If you ran into a single barrel that you absolutely love, but somebody else didn't like about it, tell me in the comments. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Let's take a look here. So on the nose, light bubblegum, orange citrus peel opens up. Get hints of barrel char and toasted sugars that tussle with a floral note. Light cinnamon and baking spices. I get a lot of citrus on this. Get a little bit of that cinnamon. I don't know if it's just this barrel, but I'm not getting a ton of oak. So yeah, citrus, maybe floral, maybe a little bit of floral. So let's see what it says on the palate. On the palate, the initial sweetness, housing with notable flavors of light caramel, honey, muted vanilla, and brown sugar. Underlining flavors of leather, charred oak, and rice spice, which bubbles to the top. Definitely get some vanilla. There's a little hint of brown sugar. This one has a little bit of a bitter oak. I'm not sure if it's because I'm getting low on the bottle, but then I'm getting that traditional Buffalo Trace cherry kind of mid palate. Okay, second sip. I'm getting a little of the floral, a little maybe honey. Not caramel, but a little honey. Definitely get the rice spice. Not something I typically look for is rice spice on Blantons, but I'm definitely getting it. And surprisingly, at 93 proof, I'm getting a little bit of a finish. Only bad thing is that finish is coming off a little bit of that charred oak. and it's not the most pleasant charred oak. Like sometimes you get that really sweet oak. This is kind of a bitter oak. So let's see what the finish says here. A crisp finish rounds out the sip with vanilla, caramel, leathery, dry oak, rye spice, and light peppercorn. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had peppercorn, so I'm not gonna go into that. So let's go with this one more time, see what we get on the finish. Yeah, I get that rye spice. I get some of that oak, and it lingers a little bit. It's not a long finish. Blanton's good. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a good bottle. It's a good bottle at $65. I would like it better probably around that 55 point since it's 93 proof. This is a bottle that everybody searches for. I would not pay over $100 unless it's your first bottle and you're just having to have it. I'm gonna put a drop of water in this and just see if that changes it at all. It's not really changing the nose much. Maybe brought that floral out a little bit. I will say that on the palate, it brought up that cinnamon and maybe a touch of caramel a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I hate to say it because I know everybody's gonna go searching for it and people are gonna walk in and bother liquor store owners. Do you got Blantons? Do you got Blantons? But this is a good pour. I like to keep it on hand more for new people. I personally don't have a ton of friends that love bourbon and they really like those lower proof offerings. So I try to keep a bottle always on hand just for that. But if you're going over $75 and you've had it before, I would say just be patient. They hit the state of Colorado pretty often, so you're probably gonna find one if you make a relationship with a good owner. But yeah, it's a good pour. So here on F&G Whiskey, we're trying to build a sense of whiskey community. Like I said, all my friends are into IPAs, not huge bourbon people. So like, comment, subscribe, and keep the search out for that perfect pour. Thanks.